From Coca-Cola Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania, it is time for Lehigh Valley IronPigs baseball. Hi everybody, Sam Jelinek with you from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth as it's game 2 of this 6-game set between the IronPigs and the Columbus Clippers. It is an absolutely gorgeous April night. Could not ask for better weather in the mid-70s. No clouds up above, sunshine cascading over the diamond, and we'll see whether or not the IronPigs have a third straight win in store as they take on Columbus. Game 2 of this series, looking for a 2-0 series lead. Mick Abel makes the start tonight for the Pigs as he looks to continue his great beginning to 2025. He is 1-2 with a 3.80 ERA. He's gone at least 5 innings in every start so far this year. So he's making his 5th start of the year. He pitched last week in Gwinnett, 5 1/3 innings, gave up a couple of runs and struck out a season-high 8. So he's on the bump, and this is how the defense takes shape behind him. It's Oscar Mercado in left, Justin Crawford in center, Gabriel Rincones Jr. in right. Buddy Kennedy plays third base, Rodolfo Castro the shortstop, Rafael Lantigua's at second, Otto Kemp at first, and Josh Breaux catches Abel. Mick, 6'5", 190-pound righty, now ranked as about the 10th best prospect in the Phillies system. A little bit of a fall from grace after a real trying and struggling 2024, but he has come back with quite a vengeance here in 2025 at least. Mick, first-round pick of the Phillies, 15th overall back in 2020 out of high school, has Will Brennan in to lead it off for the Clippers. Basically the same lineup day over day for Columbus, just one new name in there, Kyle Datris down the bottom of the order. First pitch from Abel to Will Brennan, misses up and away with 97 on the fastball for ball 1. We're underway, a couple minutes late, 6:49 first pitch. Abel, first base side of the rubber, rocks and fires, and it's fouled away by Brennan, 1-1. Mick, mostly a 4-pitch mix. It can expand to 5, but most of the time, 4-seam fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, does have a sinker that he'll mix in there. 1-1 slider up high, ball 2. Brennan finished 2 for 5 last night, had a base hit and then a 2-run double. Top of the 9th as Columbus was able to avoid the shutout. 2-1. Smacked on the ground the other way on one hop down to a knee. Kennedy on the grass at third, knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first. Brennan retired. 1 away. Nice job by Buddy. Him and Otto Kemp have basically been flip-flopping between first and third every day. Buddy at first last night, Otto was over at third, so switch him around today. Buddy handles that one. Seemed a lot hotter coming off the bat. Just a big swing by Brennan. Buddy handles it. 1 out, nobody on for Milan Tolentino, and he takes the first pitch curveball on the outside corner. 0-1. It's a gorgeous night at Coca-Cola Park. 74 degrees at first pitch. Lights are starting to turn on early. Turn in the 0-1 from Abel. Fastball up and away. 1-1. Sunshine absolutely layering the outfield. The infield is in shadows, basically from second base onward to the plate. 1-1. Tolentino thought about it, but lays off a fastball up and out of the zone. 2-1. Tolentino, like Abel, a draft pick back in 2020 out of high school. 2-1. Tolentino gets under it, hits it into the third base side seats. 2-2. Tolentino was a 4th-round pick out of Santa Margarita Catholic High School out in California. Picked by the Guardians, now 23, just like Mick. 2-2. Breaking ball up and away, full count. Tolentino's hitting .237 on the year, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Asks for a timeout, steps out of the box. Abel to the backside of the mound, tips his cap out of the way. Now retoes the rubber right on the first base side. He's got his right foot in contact with it. Raises his glove, kicks the leg, the pitch, and Tolentino fouls it back. Still a full count. Mick, fastball velo, sitting right where you'd expect it early, 95 to 97. He did throw his fastest pitch of his career. Last week in Gwinnett, it was 98.5 miles an hour. He actually popped that number 3 times. 3-2 again, and Tolentino fouls it back again. So a 7-pitch at bat. Three and 2 on Milan Tolentino. Abel tries the 3-2 again, and the breaking ball called strike 3. Slider on the outside corner gets Tolentino looking. He was already taken off towards first, had tossed his bat to the side, taken off the elbow guard. He just keeps on walking back towards his own dugout. Good confidence from Mick there. Had challenged Tolentino with a couple of fastballs that looked like he was on. Finally spun in a backdoor slider. Jonathan Rodriguez hits, 2 outs, nobody on, and a first pitch slider, a little bit low, ball 1. Rodriguez playing left field again today. Was 1 for 3 yesterday with a run scored and a walk. The pitch. Slider, touch off the outside corner, ball 2. 2 outs, top of the first. Abel looking for a 1-2-3 start to his game. 2-0 pitch. And Rodriguez, a line drive the other way. In comes Rincones. He's got it lined up, and he makes the catch about knee-high to retire Rodriguez and end the inning. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Mick Abel to begin the game. Another Mates 1-2-3 inning here against Ryan Webb. Another southpaw on the mound for the Clippers. He'll have Kemp, Crawford, and Kennedy due up for the Pigs in the first. Defensively for Columbus behind Webb, it'll be Jonathan Rodriguez in left, Will Brennan in center, Mike Caprice in right. Milan Tolentino's at third base, Yordis Valdez the shortstop, Christian Cairo at second, Kyle Detris at first, and Dom Nunez does the catching. Otto Kemp leading it off for the Pigs. Webb, the lefty, into his wind, and the first pitch from Webb is a fastball up out of the zone. Ball 1. Webb is making his 5th appearance of the season, his 3rd start. 6'1", 200-pound lefty. 1-0, and Kemp a high chopper over to third on the short hop. What a pick by Tolentino. Throws in the run and gets Kemp at first. Oh, Milan Tolentino went all out, do or die, because it's either you charge in, you go for the short hop there, or you wait back, and Kemp maybe beats you at first down the line. That was a nifty play by Tolentino. 1 out, nobody on for Justin Crawford. First action for him of the week. Got the day off yesterday. Lefty against the lefty on the mound, Webb. Third baseman Tolentino in on the grass. In the first pitch, Crawford fouls it away. 0-1. Webb in 16 2/3 innings this season has struck out 14. He's walked 9. Given up 10 hits, 7 runs. Turned 26 just a couple of days ago. 0-1. Crawford foul tip held on to by Nunez. 0-2. Webb, his last time out on the 18th against Louisville, got the win. 5 1/3 innings, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. 0-2. Crawford reaching for it, hits a chopper over the mound, charging in Valdez, gloves, throws in the run, and can't get Crawford. Crawford busting it down the line, one of the fastest players in all of minor league baseball. Yet another infield hit. That slider was, Crawford took that, basically scraped it off the dirt. And Webb on the mound knew if that baseball gets over my head, it's going to be a base hit. And Webb leapt as high as he could, couldn't get it. Valdez did all he could, charging in from short. Surprised he didn't go with the bare hand. Tried to speed things up. Infield hit for Crawford, now Buddy Kennedy, and Buddy takes. Called strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Buddy comes in on a 9-game hitting streak. Extended it last night, another good performance. 2 hits, 3 at-bats. The pitch. Down the dirt, nice scoop by Nunez. 1-1. During this 9-game run, Buddy slashing 400, 472, 500. His average now above 300 on the year at 302. Infield plays him to pull. Crawford leads it first. Webb from the belt. The pitch. And Kennedy rips it foul. Lines into the netting down the third base side. 1-2. Crawford tied for second on the team in steals with 8, trailing Oscar Mercado, who's got 9. Webb's been using a slide step the whole at bat with Kennedy, so he's been unbelievably quick to the plate. 1-2. Heater at 91, up and out of the zone. 2-2. Slider, changeup, fastball, curveball. The mix here for Webb. Crawford leads from first. Datris holds him on the pitch. And the fastball an inch or two off the outside corner. Full count. Outfield plays Buddy to pull, especially Brennan in center, shaded towards the alley. Full count on Kennedy. Crawford's running the pitch, and Kennedy a bouncing ball foul. Down the third base side. Crawford back to first. Count remains full. And we'll have to take an extra moment or two. Jonathan Rodriguez, the ball, Kennedy's foul ball ended up in left. Rodriguez tried to throw it to a fan sitting all by his lonesome in the picnic patio, and he had a glove. Well, he dropped the ball back onto the field. Rodriguez had to go give it to him. Still a full count on Kennedy. Webb deals. Crawford late to break, but the fastball is up and away, ball 4, so Crawford given second base anyways. Good at bat by Buddy. Works the walk, 2 on and 1 out. Gabriel Rincones Jr. comes up. That was a weird instance for Crawford. I guess hit and run on there as opposed to a straight steal, even with a full count, because he waited for Webb to go home and then broke. So now Gabriel Rincones. Gabe with an RBI single in the first inning last night, taking the first pitch all the way, and it misses just low. Ball 1. In the first inning yesterday, Rincones, the single was a bouncing ball the other way. He's got that left side open again. Fouled as the shortstop up the middle. The pitch. Rincones' humongous cut comes up empty. 1-1. His base hit in the first inning yesterday off the lefty, starting on the mound, Messick for the Clippers. The pitch. Rincones fouls it off the plate. 1-2. Was just Gabe's third hit of the season off of a southpaw. It was obviously a sticking point coming into the year. He's now 3 for 23 against lefties. Down on the count. 1-2. 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first. Webb looks back to second. Now delivers home, and Crawford, or rather Rincones, fouls it back. Crawford out at second. Takes a look at AC on his way back to the bag. It's always harder to steal third with a left-handed hitter up. Catcher has a clear lane to fire to third. Crawford's got a pretty big lead. Valdez holds him close. Now Valdez goes back to the bag. Throw there, and Crawford dives back. Columbus noticing the same thing I was. Valdez was far closer to the bag there than Crawford was. That's typically, as soon as you see daylight like that, go try to pick off at second. A little inside move. Crawford again aggressive on the lead. 1-2 to Rincones, and Gabriel takes down and away. 2-2. Two on Rincones. 2 on, 1 out in the first. The pitch. Curveball, or slider rather, down and away. Full count. So back-to-back full counts. Webb now at 18 pitches here in the first. Crawford at second, Kennedy at first. 3-2 on Rincones. Payoff pitch, and time called first, though, by Rincones. Webb had dealt home. Would have been a strike. It's actually a really good slider on the outside corner. That gives Gabe a little bit more insight there. Webb was thinking slider. 3-2. Let's see where he goes for real this time. The pitch, and Rincones, a high fly ball, deep left center field. Brennan going over, back into the gap, towards the track, makes the catch, spins and fires it in towards second. Crawford tags from second, goes to third. That's the second out here in the first. Rincones taking a fastball at the top of the zone and walloped it out to left center. Ball just kept on carrying, and Brennan just gliding back with it, ended up just sticking his glove out at the last moment. Both him and Rodriguez were back there, and the center fielder takes command to make the play. Men in the corners and 2 outs for Oscar Mercado. Oscar on base 5 times yesterday, 2 hits and 3 walks. Right-handed hitter, whip, the southpaw deals home. And the heater, or slider rather, up and away, ball 1. One 1-0 on Mercado. Kennedy at first, Crawford at third. Infield plays Mercado to pull, and the pitch. Heater on the outside corner, 1-1. Mercado on the year now hitting .323 to lead the IronPigs. 1 homer, 11 RBIs, and 14 walks. Also leads the team. Trying to come through here in the first. IronPigs lead the league with the most hits. Runners in scoring position, 2 outs. 1-1. Mercado lays off, change up a little low, ball 2. Pigs with the league best 36 hits in these situations. They had 1 last night. Struggled mightily, actually, with runners in scoring position. They went just 2 for 16, leaving 16 runners on base. 2-1, and Mercado can't lay off the slider, down and away. Little 3/4 swing, count level at 2. StatCast keeps on tagging that pitch as a slider. It's hard to tell whether or not that's just a little cutter from Webb. Velo at 87, not as much as his fastball. The pitch to Mercado, he wallops it, but it's way foul down the third base side. That's the true four-seamer there for Webb at 91. The pitch that he's thrown the most here in the inning, in between that 87 to 89. A little bit of glove side movement for the lefty, so towards a righty. 2-2 on Mercado, the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Got him with a good changeup, down and away. Pigs threaten here in the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. On to the second, scoreless after 1 here on the Pigs Radio Network. Top of the second, scoreless after 1 between the IronPigs and the Clippers. Sam Jelinek with you from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Mike Caprice leads it off for Columbus here in the second. 3-4-5-2 up after Abel, a 1-2-3 first. Priest from the left side, square stance. Abel, the righty, delivers home, and Priest, a high fly ball out towards deep right. Rincones back to the track in front of the wall. He reaches up, it's off his glove, and it goes down to the warning track. Priest around second. He's headed for third, and he'll be in there standing with a leadoff triple. That was a sky-towering blast by Priest, and Rincones got all the way back in front of the wall, reached up, nearly brought it in, had a little bit of a baby jump, little bunny hop as he tried to catch that. I don't know if it came off the wall or his glove first, but it's a triple either way for Priest. Infield comes in for the Pigs with Cody Huff, the DH, coming up, and first pitch sinker from Abel's up and away, ball 1. 1-0 pitch, and Huff, a fly ball slicing down the right field line towards the corner. That'll get into the seats. 1-1. Clippers trying to strike first. IronPigs scored in the first inning yesterday. Columbus didn't hit the scoreboard until the 9th. Huff hitting .265 with a homer and 12 RBIs. Infield for the Pigs now backs up to about halfway. Everybody feet on the infield dirt. The pitch, a bouncer back up the middle. Abel behind his back deflects it to short. Castro picks it up, throws to first, and he got him. 1-6-3, and that's the first out of the inning. Mick Abel nearly a sensational no-look behind the back.
Where you going?
Grab on the bouncer back of the middle, but it went straight to Castro at short, who gloved it and made the nonchalant throw over to first for the out. Well, not exactly how I think Mick was trying to draw that up. He broke Huff's bat. Now the first pitch to Dom Nunez, a high chopper foul down the first base side. 0-1. It's the first out of the inning. Infield comes in again, and now the third base umpire, Jacob Metz, is coming in. And what are they going to talk about here? Are they about to somehow, after the pitch and everything had happened, are they about to rule the balk on Abel? Can't really think of what else they'd be convening about. Didn't sound or look like catcher's interference, but third base umpire Jacob Metz brought that call in. Our umpiring crew today is brought to you by Gross McGinley Attorneys at Law. Focused on fair play, Gross McGinley has been providing trusted legal counsel to the greater Lehigh Valley since 1976. And they are going to retroactively call a balk on Mick Abel. And Anthony Contreras is going to come out and he's going to talk with Felix Neon here and see what in the world's going on. Neon, the crew chief at first base today. And AC evidently got the answer that I guess wasn't going to blow a fuse in this situation, but Priest granted home plate. So the first run of the game for Columbus comes home by way of the balk. One out, nobody on. No count on Nunez. The pitch is up high. Ball one. So 1-0 on Nunez. That first pitch does not count. The balk, I say, called retroactively, technically called in the moment. Somehow everybody missed it. The pitch. Nunez, a ground ball back at first, kept to his left, ranges and is able to glove, goes to the back himself, retires Nunez. 2 gone in the second. But what I want to know is what the conversation was all about, because if Jacob Metz at third base saw that it was a balk, called the balk in the moment, why didn't he stand by it? Why did he need to get the rest of the umpires involved to try to figure out what the call was going to be there? First pitch to Yordes Valdez. He swings through a slider. 0-1. A lot of unanswered questions from that. Valdez 1 for 3 in his Clippers 2025 debut. Last night, swings through another slider. 0-2, and it kind of seems like Abel pitching with a little bit of piss and vinegar here. A little bit of gumption after that call, because it seemed like he was potentially on his way to maybe pitching out of that leadoff triple. 0-2. Fastball, called strike 3, outside corner, and Mick Abel picks apart Yordes Valdez on 3 pitches to retire the side in the second. But the Clippers do get the first run of the game. Priest triples, scores on the balk. We go to the bottom of the second. It's the Clippers 1 and the IronPigs 0. Bottom of the second inning, it's the Columbus Clippers 1 and the IronPigs 0. A balk scoring the first run of the game for the Clippers in the top of the inning, following Micah Priest's leadoff triple. Rodolfo Castro leads it off for the Pigs here in the second. The first pitch from Ryan Webb. Curveball up and away. Ball 1. Castro playing shortstop today after making his second career start out in center yesterday. Left on right matchup. Webb the rock in the pitch, and Castro swings and misses. 1-1. Rodolfo, a slow start to the year, has been picking it up a little bit. Was held out of the fun yesterday, though, as he was the only pig not to reach base. Went 0 for 5. 1-1. Webb paints the outside corner with a good heater. 1-2. Rodolfo, 1 homer, 5 RBIs, all that coming in Gwinnett last week. Hitting 182 on the year. Webb, third base side of the rubber, kicks and delivers, and Castro swings and misses. Changeup falls off the table. He chases after it. One gone in the second. Columbus rocking their alternate jerseys here today. They are a bright red with Columbus across the front, gray pants for the road team. IronPigs in the traditional home whites, IronPigs across the front. Josh Bro, the hitter. One out, nobody on for the Pigs catcher. The pitch. Bro swings, hits a hot smash on the ground to third. Vacuumed up by Tolentino, takes his time. Sharp throw across, gets Bro. Pigs catcher retired on one pitch. And with two away, that brings up Cade Fergus. Fergus called up from AA Reading at the start of the week, following Cal Stevenson getting promoted back to the Phillies on Sunday. Cade appeared in a couple of games last year for the Pigs. Actually, I say a couple, it was only one. Pitch to Fergus, inside, ball one. Started this year out with Reading. In his one game last year with the Pigs, Fergus 0 for 2, struck out twice. Right-handed hitter, the pitch. Webb misses up high, ball two. Fergus in 11 games with Reading this year was hitting 185, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. The pitch. Webb offers a good slider on the outside corner, 2-1. Clippers lead 1-0. Bottom of the second. Ryan Webb, after stranding 2 aboard in the first, looking for a 1-2-3 second. The pitch. Fastball zips in on the outside corner. 2-2. Fergus calls time, steps out. Cade, drafted by the Phillies 13th round in 2022 out of George Washington University. Now 24. 2-2. Fergus, a line drive down the left field side. That's in for a hit. Left fielder Rodriguez cuts it off before the track. Fergus, a very aggressive turn, hits the brakes, gets back to the bag. And it's a 2-out single for Cade Fergus. Two-out base runner for Rafael Lantigua. Fergus clears the bottom of the order here. Lantigua batting 9th, hitting 190 on the year, trying to get above the Mendoza line. No homers, 3 RBIs. Pitch from Webb. Lantigua swings and misses, 0-1. Clippers with a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the second. Runner at first, 2 outs. Webb slide step home, and his fastball up and away, 1-1. Lantigua, 2 hits yesterday. One of them an infield knock. Also walked. Gone on base 3 times. 1-1. Fergus is running. Fastball's outside. Throw to second on the money, and Fergus is hosed. Kyle Detris leads it off for Columbus here in the third. Clippers with a 1-0 lead. Mick Abel back to work, and outside of the triple to Mike Caprice, and then the self-inflicted wound of the balk. Abel hasn't allowed anything here. 8-9-1 up for Columbus. Detris got yesterday off in the lineup, now here today. Batting 8th, playing first. Hitting .219 on the year, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Detris hitting .219, no homers, 5 RBIs. 12th round pick, originally of the Rockies out of UNC. 0-1. Hits a ground ball over to third, just wide of the bag. Kennedy gloves, takes his time. On target throw across the diamond. Detris retired on just 2 pitches. Brings up Christian Cairo. Cairo, who was drafted by the Guardians 4th round in 2019 out of high school. Actually spent spring training with the Atlanta Braves, was a Rule 5 draft pick of them. Then got returned to Cleveland before opening day. The pitch. Cairo takes a breaking ball down the middle, 0-1. Typically for guys, that's a tough adjustment. Iverson Castellanos having to do that right now for Double-A Reading after the Twins returned him to the Phillies. 0-1. Abel misses down and in with a sinker, 1-1. But Cairo has hit the ground running with Columbus, hitting .314, no homers, 8 RBIs. Right on right matchup. Abel, first base side of the rubber, delivers, and Cairo smacks it out of play down the first base side. 1-2. 1-0 Clippers, top of the third. Cairo digs into the right-handed batter's box. Kicks at the dirt with his back foot. Gets a good hold. Abel into his wind, the pitch. And slider down and away. 2-2. Abel, black glove, races it up to meet his eyes. Now into his wind, the pitch, and Cairo off the end of the bat, a flare into shallow right. Second baseman Lantigua out. He's under it. He makes the catch. 2 gone. Back to the top of the order, and Will Brennan grounded out to third, his first time up. Even with 2 outs, Kennedy at third is going to play just under the cut of the grass. Brennan smacked a single by Otto Kemp down the third base line yesterday off of Suarez. First pitch, Brennan takes a breaking ball, touch high, ball 1. Brennan off to a great start this year, hitting .314. 1-0. Swings, gets under it, high pop-up, foul ground first base side. Kemp gives it a glance, but that's about 25 rows deep. 1-1. Abel trying to go 5 innings for the 5th consecutive start to begin his season. Went 5 1/3 last week against Gwinnett, struck out a season-high 8. And now time called. Abel wants a new baseball, and he's going to get hit with a pitch clock violation because umpires don't let you ask for a new baseball anymore to try to work around the pitch clock. And Abel, who, well, he's already been frustrated, I think, is the light way of putting it, with Jacob Metz at third for the balk call last inning. A bit peeved at Brian Van Vranken there. The pitch cut on and missed by Brennan. A fastball with a little bit of anger behind it. 2-2. You don't want to get Mick angry mad, or Mick Abel mad. Pitch to Brennan. He pops it up, shallow right, long run. Rincones comes racing in. He gets to the spot. He makes the catch. Brennan retired, and the inning over. You're not going to like Mick Abel when he's angry, but when Mick Abel's angry, he pitches well, and he sets down the side in order here in the third. Bottom of the third inning, it's Columbus 1, Lehigh Valley nothing. Rafael Lantigua leads it off for the Pigs here in the third. He was at the plate when Cade Fergus was thrown out trying to steal, ending the second. First pitch breaking ball to Lantigua, misses down the dirt, ball 1. Pigs with 2 hits, Clippers still with just 1, but Clippers the only run of the game to this point. 1-0 pitch. Lantigua, a weak tapper off his body at the plate, 1-1. 9-1-2 due up for Columbus, or here for the IronPigs in the bottom of the third. First time through the order, almost here for Webb. Hasn't given up much, just 2 singles, a walk. The pitch. Lantigua takes, fastball on the inside corner, 1-2. Webb now at 41 pitches. It was a pretty long first, quick second. 1-2. Lantigua checks his swing, fastball a little up and away. Count levels at 2. Infield plays Lantigua to pull. Cairo at second, right up the middle. Outfield actually shades him the other way. Wind in the 2-2. Lantigua shoots it the other way, slicing down the right field line. That's into the seats. Foul ball. Count remains level. Another gorgeous night, back-to-back nights. First pitch, 70 degrees here in April. Can't ask for anything more than that. Great crowd on hand as well. It's about every part of the ballpark. The pitch, Lantigua takes a little high with the curveball. Just an inch or two above the belt, full count. Almost every part of the ballpark's got somebody sitting in it, which just visually is very pleasing. Payoff pitch. Lantigua takes, it's up high, ball 4. Second walk issued by Webb. It's a leadoff one here to begin the 3rd inning. But you got the Capital Blue Cross lawn, has a fair amount of people in it. Behind the Pigs dugout, of course, everybody wants to sit there. The first base side, the People First Plaza, the Bacon Strip, it's just got people milling about. It's when you know it's the right time of year when people are willing to come out to the ballpark, not just hunker down to their seats and make sure that, you know, they're warm. And before the first pitch of the at-bat, Otto Kemp's been assessed a pitch clock violation, even though we were waiting on the bat boy to get Rafael Lantigua's elbow and shin guard. Brian Van Vranken, you're drunk with power. So we'll see whether or not Kemp's going to get this strike assessed on him. Anthony Contreras is hot in Van Vranken's face here, and AC is saying the same thing everybody else is thinking, and that's it didn't matter if Otto was in the box or not, because we were waiting on the equipment to be picked up. The clock should have been reset. The clock shouldn't have mattered. And it doesn't look like Van Vranken's budging here. So as far as we're aware, I think it's 0-1. I don't think that strike call was taken back. Lantigua at first, here with nobody out, bottom of the 3rd, the pitch. Kemp takes, a little high, and now catcher Nunez is going to challenge here. Dom Nunez thinks that got the top of the zone. I think he's got a pretty good case. And yeah, that's a strike. So the count is 0-1. So evidently now there has not been a pitch clock violation charged on Kemp. Van Vranken didn't really make that clear to anybody. Why he called a pitch clock violation in the first place is beyond me. 0-1. Kemp takes outside, 1-1. And it's not even whether or not it's against the home team or not. That's a pitch clock. That's not a pitch clock violation in any reality. The hitter doesn't need to be in the box if somebody's equipment's being taken off the field. 1-1. Kemp swings and misses. 1-2. Otto grounded to 3rd, his first time up. He's got Lantigua at first, nobody out. Pigs down a run. Bottom of the 3rd. But why Van Vranken thought that was the opportune time to make such a call is pretty befuddling. 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Most umpires give a fair amount of grace, especially guys coming to the plate or pitchers on the mound, with the pitch clock to begin in AB. 2-2. Kemp swings and misses, down on strikes, change up, down and away, got him. 1 away in the 3rd, 3rd strikeout of the day for Webb. 1 out, a runner at first for Justin Crawford, legged out an infield single his first time up. Crawford blazing down the line to beat out that chopper towards short. The pitch. Crawford fouls it back, 0-1. Crawford ranks 3rd in the entire International League in average sprint speed, 30.6 feet per second. Anything typically above 28 is fantastic. You get to 30, that's downright elite. Crawford from the left side. Webb, the southpaw, delivers home, and Crawford yanks it. Line drive down the right field side. That's in for a hit. It's going to go to the wall. Lantigua to 3rd. AC is going to hold him. Crawford into 2nd with a double. The relay throw got by Cairo, but backed up by Datris. And it's 2nd and 3rd and 1 out, and Justin Crawford already has a 2-hit game here. Single and now a double. Slider down and in, and just like his first time up, that was a pitch about ankle high, and Crawford just dropped the bat head to it, yanked it down the line, hit it pretty hard. Second and third, one out for the Pigs' hottest hitter, Buddy Kennedy. Walked his first time up, trying to push his hitting streak now to double digits. The pitch, he fouls it off the plate, 0-1. Buddy looking for double digits for the hitting streak. IronPigs looking to tie this ball game up. Clippers lead 1-0. Bottom of the third. Columbus content to play the infield back here, especially with the go-ahead run at second. Obviously way very early too. 0-1. Fastball up and away. 1-1. Nunez gave a quick look towards Lantigua at third. Rafael didn't really have anything to worry about because Tolentino was playing back of the bag and he wasn't crashing. Crawford leads from second. Outfield straight away, pretty deep on Buddy. 1-1. Kennedy, a sharp grounder towards short. Valdez gloves, looks towards Crawford at third, but instead just throws to first. Lantigua comes home to score. RBI ground out for Buddy Kennedy, ties the game up, and Crawford grabs third base as well. That was really aggressive base running by Crawford. And if it's anybody else but Justin with his kind of speed, they're probably toast at third. And I think Valdez, knowing that Kennedy was the second out at first, just get the second out while you can. Allow Webb to get the hitter Rincones at the plate. But Lantigua does score. RBI for Buddy, tied at 1. Bottom of the third, the pitch to Rincones. He swings and misses. 0-1. For Buddy, that's his 8th RBI of the year. Rincones flied out to deep left center, his first time up. It's a really good at bat against Webb. Worked it full. 0-1. Bounced in by Webb, but a great block by Nunez, basically standing up to take that in the midsection. 1-1. Rincones, 11 RBIs in the year. Drove home a pair yesterday. One pitch. And Rincones, a weak dribbler to the backstop. 1-2. Webb's not very slow to the plate, but as a lefty, his back is turned to Crawford. Tolentino, the third baseman, is playing maybe 35, 40 feet off the bag. If Crawford really wanted to, he could get really aggressive here. 1-2. Rincones swings and misses, breaking ball down the dirt. Nunez collects, throws to first, completes the strikeout, and the inning over. But the Pigs are able to tie the game up. RBI ground out for Buddy Kennedy. We go to the fourth, tied at 1 here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Let's go IronPigs. First pitch from Mick Abel to Milan Tolentino. This is up and away, ball 1. Abel back out for his 4th inning of work. Him and Ryan Webb dueling here early, 1 run apiece. The pitch, Tolentino, a liner off the end of the bat, and Caldo Kemp over at first, a leaping grab for the first out of the inning. Nearly out of the reach of Otto, but ranging to his right, leapt up into the air, arm outstretched, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. He can do it at third, he can do it at first, he can do it in the outfield. Otto very simply and succinctly describing how he plays defense. I see the ball, I go catch the ball. 1 out, nobody on for Jonathan Rodriguez, and Abel's first pitch fastball up and away, ball 1. Rodriguez line to right, his first time up. Rodriguez from the right side, the pitch, and he chops it foul down the third base side, 1-1. Otto says he now travels with 4 gloves everywhere he goes. Infield glove, first base glove, outfielder's mitt, and I guess a smaller glove as well. The pitch. Rodriguez swings and misses, curveball down and away, 1-2. Probably an infielder's glove that he uses at third, and then one that he uses for middle infield. I don't think they've asked him to catch yet. 1-2 on Rodriguez, the pitch. Fastball up and away, 96 from Mick. 2-2. Mick, coming into this start, had punched out at least 7 in his past 3 outings. 8 his last time out, 7 each of the 2 starts before that. 2-2. Rodriguez checks his swing, fastball up. Full count. He's only got 2 strikeouts so far, but it's kept his pitch count down. He's now at 42 pitches. 3-2. Slider just down and away, just below the knees. Rodriguez walks. That's the first free pass issued by Abel. And I personally don't have any issue with that walk from Mick. That was a really well-executed 3-2 slider down and away. Rodriguez, so much power, displayed it last year. Ended up with 29 homers for Columbus. Make a good pitch, see if he chases. If he doesn't, tip your cap, give him first base. Here's Micah Priest, runner at first, the pitch, and Priest swings away, barrels it up out towards center, backing up Crawford a step or 2. He's under it, makes the catch. Priest retired, 1 pitch, 2 gone in the 4th. Priest, on the first pitch he saw back in the 2nd, tripled off the wall and right, came around to score. Still the only run for the Clippers to this point. Tied at 1, top of the 4th. Runner at first, 2 outs for Cody Huff. 1-6-3 putout. That was the deflected ball by Abel to Castro at short. Rodriguez barely leading at first. Huff open stance from the right side of the pitch. Sinker runs inside. Ball 1. One 1-0 on Huff. Abel set of the chest, kicks the leg. Here it comes, and Huff hits a weak grounder out to short. 4th hop, Castro able to glove, throw to second for the force out. Retire Rodriguez, and the inning over. Tied at 1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. The RAV 4th inning drives along, brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your new 2025 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Iron Pigs. Oscar Mercado leads it off for the Pigs here in the 4th. Struck out swinging his first time up. Ryan Webb back to work in his first pitch, way outside, all 1. Webb with 5 or 4 strikeouts, pardon me, to this point. He's given up 2 walks, also 3 hits. Pigs with a fair amount of traffic on the bases early. 1-0. Mercado checks his swing. Pitch is on the outside corner, 1-1. But in a continuation of last night, 0 for 4 so far with runners in scoring position. They've left 3 on base. 1-1. Mercado a chopper towards the hole at short. Third baseman Tolentino cuts it off, sets his feet, fires a dart over to first. Mercado retired. 1 gone. Rodolfo Castro up next. Webb had a couple of relief outings here early this season. Already tied a career high as far as his relief appearances. 3 of them. Kind of working as a piggyback, followed Vince Velasquez in a start earlier this year. First pitch to Rodolfo Castro. He swings, fouls it off. Catcher Nunez, 0-1. Speaking of relief appearances for typical starters, we can actually confirm now that Seth Johnson, who we were trying to figure out if last night was just him pitching on normal rest as a starter or a move to the bullpen. Well, the Phillies were asked about it, and they said, no, this is now a full shift for Seth. He'll be a reliever going forward, or at least for the interim. And now time called by Castro as Webb was going into his windup. So Seth, 2 innings last night. The Phillies say that they think his fastball slider will play really well out of the pen. His velo was up to 97 yesterday. I think he can touch even higher than that. 0-1. Change up and away. 1-1. And with the way that the Phillies bullpen has been going, they need some options. They have, in my view, a couple down here. worth taking a look at. 1-1. Castro takes, called a strike, little slider, top of the zone. 1-2. But as far as pure raw stuff, I don't think anybody currently in the bullpen has the kind of velo that Seth brings to the table. 1-2 on Rodolfo Castro. Webb the rock in the pitch, and Castro checks his swing. Curveball down, appeal to first. Felix Neon says he held up. 2-2. Coming into the year, Phillies' 40-man roster was pretty well stocked as far as starting pitching depth, but as far as relief depth, wasn't nearly as voluminous. 2-2. Castro, a roller, just foul. Down the third base side, kick save and a beauty for Anthony Contreras. Pigs manager in the third base coach's box. Kind of looked like it was squishing a bug.
Knock it off! How's that?
2-2 on Rodolfo Castro. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another good off-speed pitch, slider down out of the zone from Webb. 5th strikeout tonight. 2 gone on the 4th. Two outs and nobody on for Josh Burrow. So anyways, Seth going to the bullpen. I think the Phillies just trying to see what they've got. Seth, this is his final option year. First pitch to Burrow, down the dirt, ball 1. So seeing whether or not a guy with 97, 98 on the fastball and a plus slider can potentially work out of the bullpen is an experiment worth trying when you've got such a deep starting rotation and starting depth as it is. The odds of Seth making a start for the Phillies this year. The pitch. Burrow takes up and away. Ball 2. Certainly compare it to, if Seth is needed for a start, a lot of things have gone wrong with the rotation. But if he's needed in the bullpen, well, there's far fewer dominoes that need to fall for that to potentially be a possibility. 2-0 on Josh Burrow. Grounded to third his first time up. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased down out of the zone. 2-1. Burrow going without a batting glove on his top hand. Looks like, for a moment, almost looked like he had some tape on his thumb. But he does have the batting glove on the bottom hand. The pitch. Burrow takes down the dirt. Ball 3. Been a slow start to the year offensively, hitting 161, no homers, 1 RBI. Trying to kickstart something, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Pigs and Clippers tied at 1. The pitch. Burrow takes, it's down and in. Ball 4, slider again from Webb. Burrow not interested in it. 3rd walk issued by Webb. 2-out base runner for Cade Fergus. Fergus lined a single down the left field side. His first time up, and then was caught stealing to end the 2nd. Runner at first, 2 outs. Set of the belt, Webb delivers home, and Fergus first pitch hacking, pops it up. Foul ground first base side. Datris giving it a look, but it's about 5 rows deep. Lands on the concrete and bounces up to a fan. 0-1. Fergus, a part of the 2022 draft class that have all been pretty tight. All still very friendly. So they were happy to have him back in the fold here. Guys like Justin Crawford, Rincones, Otto Kemp. 0-1. Fergus takes, fastball in the outside corner, 0-2. Fergus played for 4 seasons for the George Washington Colonials out of the A-10. Final year there was 2022. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball slipped out of Webb's hands. This is up and away, 1-2. Last year, Fergus played at 3 different levels, but mostly Reading and Jersey Shore, just the 1 game with the Pigs. In total, 72 games total, hit .215, 8 homers. Burrow at first, 2 outs, and the 1-2, Fergus takes. Up and in, slider couldn't get back down to the belt. Count level at 2. Clippers getting a righty loose out in the bullpen with Webb, trying to finish up 4 innings now at 77 pitches. 2-2 offering, and Fergus swings and misses late on the fastball, and Ryan Webb, 6th strikeout tonight. 4 innings of 1-run baseball in the books. Go to the 5th, tied at 1 here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Top of the 5th, Iron Pigs and Clippers still tied at 1. Mick Abel back to work. It's been brutally efficient so far for Mick. Just 46 pitches through the first 4. He's given up just 2 base runners. First pitch home to Dom Nunez, left-handed hitting catcher, and the breaking ball's up and away. Ball 1. 1 run on 1 hit for the Clippers. Mike Caprice tripled and scored on a balk back in the 2nd. The pitch. Nunez lifts it high in the air, shallow center. Out goes the shortstop Castro. He's calling for it, camps under it, makes the catch. 1 away. Mick's been picking up a lot of very quick outs tonight. His pitch count tells the story of that. Now just 48 pitches. But 6 of the at-bats tonight have ended in 2 pitches or fewer. First pitch home to Yordis Valdez. It's outside, ball 1. Valdez struck out on 3 pitches his first time up. Switch hitter batting left, the pitch. Valdez takes a fastball, 95, hummed in, 0-1, or 1-1 rather. It's a bit different of an outing compared to last time for Mick, where he really had to grind against Gwinnett. 8 strikeouts, only 2 tonight, 1-1. Valdez, a weak tapper up the first base side. Kemp right next to the bag, gloves it, steps on the base himself. Valdez retired, 2 gone. And I know the entire Iron Pigs pitching staff loves punching tickets, getting strikeouts, but Mick has ended so many at-bats tonight in 3 pitches or fewer. Not just 2 pitches or less, but even 3 or less. And it's been so much weak contact. He's not giving up, straight up atom balls or missiles hit at somebody. This is rollovers and pop-ups. 2 quick outs here in the 5th brings up Kyle Datris, grounded to 3rd on the 2nd pitch he saw his first time up. And he swings the first pitch here, a grounder into the hole that's short. Castro surrounds it, throws to first, and it's just in time. Nice stretch by Otto Kemp over at first. That's another 1-2-3 inning for Mick Abel. A Mates 1-2-3 frame for cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Visit mateshomeservice.com to book your appointment today. Halfway home, go to the last of the 5th, tied at 1 here on the Pigs Radio Network. Thank you, Jack. We go to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home. Rafael Lantigua leads it off. Ryan Webb does stay out there for Columbus, just shy of 80 pitches through 4 innings. Columbus does have a righty loosening up out in their bullpen. It's Lantigua who walked and scored. The Pigs only run back in the 3rd. Leads things off. Webb the line to the pitch. And Lantigua shoots it on the ground the other way. Well off the line. Datris a diving stop to his right. Pops up from his knees and races Lantigua to the bag to retire him for the first out here in the 5th. Nice play by Datris. That was a hot smash the other way. Falling to his right makes the stop. Back to the top of the order. Otto Kemp. 1 out, nobody on for Otto. Hit by a Iron Pigs franchise record 4 pitches last night. Wind from Webb and the pitch. Otto takes inside, ball 1. As best we can tell, we are unsure if Otto's 4 hit by pitches is also an International League record. Unfortunately, International League record book isn't kept anymore, isn't printed. But we do have a hunch that it is a record. Pitched Kemp down the dirt, ball 2. Two 2-0 on Otto Kemp leads the Pigs with 6 homers. The pitch. Takes. Slider in for a strike. 2-1. 2-1 on Otto Kemp, 0 for 2 today. The pitch. Way outside with a changeup from Webb. 3-1. Bradley Hanner warming up out in the bullpen for Columbus. Webb now at 83 pitches. Wind and the 3-1, and Kemp swinging away, fouls it off. Full count. Webb win 82 pitches his last time out. 66 in his first start of the year. So I think Kemp would probably be his last batter. Maybe face Crawford. 3-2 on Otto Kemp. Webb has walked 3 tonight. Lefty deals home in the 3-2. Otto off the hands, a fly ball, shallow center. In comes Will Brennan. He gets the spot, camps under it, puts it away. 2 gone. Andy Tracy on the top step of the dugout for the Clippers. It looks like that is going to do it for Webb. Thought maybe they'd give him a chance to finish out 5, but with Justin Crawford coming up, who's already 2 for 2 off of Webb, even with a left-on-left-on advantage. Tracy going to make a pitching change here. So he goes out, talks with Webb, and takes the baseball from him. So we got a pitching change. Columbus going to the bullpen. So that means we're going to go ahead, take a break, and we'll be back in 60 seconds here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. Still in the bottom of the 5th, IronPigs and Clippers tied at 1, 2 outs, nobody on, and Clippers make a pitching change as new arm coming in out of the pen. It's Bradley Hanner relieving Ryan Webb, who departs. He won't be a factor in the decision tonight. Webb, 4 2/3 innings, allows just 1 run, but 3 hits, 3 walks, strikes out 6. Works around a good bit of danger, but retires the final 3 batters he faces. Hanner comes on to face Justin Crawford, who was 2 for 2 off of Webb tonight. Hanner, righty out of Rhodesville, Virginia, 6'4", 210-pound, right-handed pitcher, 26 years old. 6 innings, he's struck out 5 and walked 3. He's given up 4 homers of the 7 hits he's given up. Works from the stretch, nobody on base. First pitch to Crawford. Justin takes, up and in. Ball 1. Crawford with a double down the right field line and an infield single. Has Tolentino in on the grass at third. Rest of the infield plays. Crawford to pull. Datras even with the bag at first. The pitch. Crawford fouls it back. Cutter right down the middle. Really wanted that one. 1-1. Crawford still looking for his first AAA homer. Crawford last year hit 9 total between Reading and Jersey Shore. 1-1. Crawford reaching for it, fouls it back. 1-2. It's kind of surprising last year that Crawford, pace-wise, was about the same power for Jersey Shore and Reading. If only because Jersey Shore is a very hard place to hit homers in. The pitch. Crawford swings and misses. He's down on strikes, chased up and in. And Bradley Hanner comes on and finishes off the 5th. Go to the 6th, still tied at 1 here on the Pigs Radio Network. Top of the 6th, tied at 1 between the Columbus Clippers and the Lehigh Valley IronPigs. Sam Jelinek with you from the Science Sky broadcast booth. Mick Abel with 5 stellar innings so far has given up just 1 run on 1 hit. 9-hole hitter Christian Cairo leads it off. Abel turns into his wind, the righty deals, and Cairo fouls it off the plate. 0-1, right off his foot. Bend over, puts his hands on his knees, tries to wear that one. Does wear a shin guard, but does not wear the protective foot guard, and actually that didn't even get him in the foot. That bounced in between his legs and got him, well, up above the knee. I don't think it got him right in the jewels, but he got pretty darn close. Can't really guard against that, can you now? That's bad self-inflicted harm there. Cairo shakes it off, though. Down the count, 0-1. Abel delivers, and the fastball outside, 1-1. Mick has gone now at least 5 innings for a 5th consecutive start. Here to begin the season, 1-1. Cairo fouls it off the plate. I think he missed his foot that time, though. 1-2. It's the longest stretch for Mick since he went 7 straight starts late in the season of 2023, August through September with Reading. 7 straight starts of at least 5 innings. 1-2 on Cairo. Abel delivers, and the slider down and away. 2-2. Hasn't been too much swing and miss for Mick tonight. He typically finds a fair bit of it. But in total, just 5 swings and misses. But again, not a whole lot of hard contact. Hasn't allowed a baseball hit harder than 95 miles an hour. 2-2. Cairo swings and misses. Abel just blows 95 right by him. 3rd strikeout tonight for Mick. 1 gone in the 6th. Abel has one of the 2 quality starts this year for the Pigs. Him and the Bill Krismat have been the only 2 to complete 6 innings so far. One out, nobody on for the top of the order. Will Brennan, 0 for 2 today. Takes the first pitch. Fastball 96 on the outside corner, 0-1. And that's a great sign for Mick. His fastball velo has been holding true late into his starts all season long. Doing it again tonight, 0-1, and Brennan goes the other way, lifted towards left. Back a couple of steps, Mercado under it makes the catch. 2 gone. Mick not even at 60 pitches yet, 59. Milan Tolentino hits. He struck out looking back in the 1st, lined out to 1st. Nice snag by Otto Kemp, leading off the 4th. He'll try to take his time. He's trying to get into the box. Mick already staring straight into the plate, ready to roll. First pitch, Tolentino takes, curveball down the dirt, ball 1. Tied at 1, top of the 6th, just 4 hits combined for the 2 teams. Abel has walked only 1, given up just 1 hit. .1-0 delivery. Misses outside, ball 2. Believe that's just the 2nd time tonight Mick has fallen behind 2-0. First time since the 1st. Jonathan Rodriguez, the pitch. Tolentino lead on the heater, smacks it out of play. Down the left field side, 1-1 or 2-1. Mick back to the rosin bag, rubs up a new baseball. Sun is completely set, lights on, full effect. Starting to get a little cool. Hasn't dropped below 70 yet. 2-1. Tolentino takes down the dirt, 3-1. Surprised Abel didn't attack the fastball again there to Tolentino so late on the heater in a fastball count. 3-1 pitch. Tolentino fouls it to the backstop. Full count. 3-2 on Tolentino. Abel looking for another 1-2-3 inning. He's retired 7 in a row. Looking for his 2nd straight 1-2-3 inning. Tied at 1, top of the 6th. Abel turns and deals, and Tolentino takes just up and in. Ball 4, 2nd walk given up by Mick tonight. 96 just off the inside corner. I love the pitch selection there by Mick, trying to bust Tolentino in. Looked like Tolentino was looking away, and ultimately I think that's why he didn't swing at that pitch. 2 outs and a man at 1st. Jonathan Rodriguez, the hitter, has walked and lined out. Big right-handed slugger, and now time called. Rodriguez steps out. Tolentino 5 for 5 stealing bases this season. He leads at 1st. Kemp holds him on. And the pitch. Rodriguez late on the heater, fouls it up and over the screen, back towards the parking lot. 0-1. And It's a bit of a quandary for Columbus here. You haven't had many base runners against Abel, so you'd love to put Tolentino in motion, make something of it. But Rodriguez at the plate, Tolentino at first, really are already in scoring position. 0-1. Missed down and away with a slider. 1-1. Outfield shades Rodriguez the other way, deep all the way around. Infield back, playing towards the pole side. The pitch. Rodriguez backs out of the way of a slider. Down and in. 2-1. Abel, 3/4 long, navy blue sleeves, peeking through his jersey. Kicks the leg, the 2-1, and Rodriguez a weak number up the third base side. Charging in Kennedy, he won't have a play anywhere. Just comes in to collect the baseball. It's an infield single for Jonathan Rodriguez. 2 on, 2 out here for Columbus. Tough break there for Mick. Guy Rodriguez to top right over that sinker, and nothing you can do there. This is a big moment now for Mick. 2 outs, 2 on. Tied at 1 in the 6th, and Micah Priest, who tripled off of Abel back in the 2nd, standing in. He swung at the first pitch both times tonight. First pitch, he takes. Fastball just up and away. Ball 1, didn't miss by much. Infield does play Priest to pull, left-handed hitter. Feet close together in the box. Abel looks back to second. Tolentino dancing the pitch. And the heater just down and in. This one, Bro, is going to challenge. He thinks that one got the bottom of the zone. Thought Bro honestly should have challenged the prior pitch as well. Looked like he got the upper corner. But I think he's got this one at least. And upon review, he does. Pigs win their first challenge of the night. Call overturned, 1-1. And the 2 challenges so far tonight, both won by the respective teams. 1-1 on Priest, 2 on, 2 out. Tied at 1 in the 6th. Abel, couple looks to second. Now the pitch, and Priest, a bounding ball foul. First base side, 1-2. Priest, even the fly out back in the 4th, got a pretty good swing off. Abel looking for the punch out to strand 2 aboard here in the 6th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Breaking ball down and in. Mick Abel with his biggest punch out of the night gets Micah Priest to strand 2 aboard and stall the 2-out rally for the Clippers. Bottom of the 6th, still knotted at 1. Mick Abel gets out of his toughest jam of the day. Leaves 2 on at the top of the inning. The first pitch from Bradley Hanner to Buddy Kennedy. This is inside, ball 1, Buddy. 0 for 1, walked in the first, RBI ground down in the 3rd to provide the Pigs their only run. And still looking to get his hitting streak now to 10 games. The pitch. Breaking ball bends onto the inside corner, 1-1. One and one on Kennedy, red on a right against Hanner. The pitch, Buddy out in front of the sweeper, swings and misses. 1-2. Hanner struck out Justin Crawford when he came on to close out the 5th. The pitch, sweeper up and away. 2-2. Both parent clubs of these 2 teams, Phillies, Guardians, lost earlier today. Guardians losing at home to the Yankees. Phillies getting swept, walked off on by the Mets. 2-2 pitch to Buddy Kennedy, and Buddy swings and misses. 93 thrown by him by Hanner. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts for Hanner, 1 gone in the 6th. Pigs haven't had a base hit since Justin Crawford doubled back in the 3rd inning. Just 5 hits between the 2 teams. 1 out, nobody on for Gabriel Rincones Jr. He takes cutter in for a strike, 1-1. Haven't been many opportunities, but neither team has capitalized. Combined 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. 0-1. Rincones fouls it off his foot, got jammed up and in by a cutter. 0-2. Nobody throwing out in the IronPigs bullpen. The 7th inning belongs to Mick. 0-2. Fastball up and in. Ball 1. Infield plays Rincones to pull. Tolentino way off the line at third. Hanner a high set. Kicks and deals. Sweeper outside. 2-2. Hanner, originally drafted by the Twins, 21st round, out of Patrick and Henry Community College down in Martinsville, Georgia, or Martinsville, Virginia, pardon me. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Cutter up, maybe a little out of the zone. Rincona is down on strikes. That's 3 straight punch-outs now for Hanner. Pitch to Oscar Mercado. He shows bunt. Takes down and away. Ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on. Hanner trying to strike out the side here in the 6th. Mercado 0 for 2 today, has struck out, grounded out to short. Tied at 1, bottom 6, the pitch. And Mercado takes, sweeper off the outside corner. Ball 2. Two 2-0 on Mercado. He calls time, steps out. Two 2-0 on Mercado. The pitch. Fastball zips in on the outer half. 2-1. IronPigs, although they've been able to keep up their winning ways of late, it's been a while since they homered. Otto Kemp was the last one to homer, back on the 18th. The pitch. Mercado takes a fastball on the outside corner, 2-2. This isn't a lineup that I would say lacks raw power. So to go as many games as they have without a long ball, kind of surprising going back to last Friday. The pitch. Mercado takes a sweeper way outside, full count. That's 3 full games. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe Otto's homer that Friday came in the 8th. Three and 2 on Mercado. 2 outs in the 6th. Hanner deals, and a fastball way outside. Oscar Mercado walks yet again. 3rd walk for him of the series. And I appreciate Mercado, his bat flips after he walks. It's no taunting of the pitcher, but he flips the bat back to the dugout behind himself and gives it a pretty good windmill kick action to it. It seems like yesterday when he kept on getting walked, after each walk the flip gets progressively bigger. So he's at first, leads the team with 9 stolen bases. Throw over to first, and Mercado just gets back. Rodolfo Castro, the hitter, he struck out twice. I'd be shocked if Mercado doesn't run here. We haven't seen Hanner with a runner on base yet, so we don't know how quick he is. For Mercado, big lead. He's leaning. Hanner high set. And the pitch. Mercado stays put. And heater on the inside corner, 0-1. Hanner, no slide step there. High leg kick. More than enough time for him to go. First base coach Tank Adamson whispers something into Mercado's ear. Oscar extends his lead. 0-1. Mercado bluffs at first. The pitch called a strike. 0-2. Nunez behind the plate, bluffed to throw to first. That was right down the middle. Surprised Castro didn't let it rip. Not sure if he's waiting for Mercado to run too. Infield plays Rodolfo to pull. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a sweeper, and Bradley Hanner strikes out 3 here in the 6th. Works around the 2-out walk. Go to the 7th. Still all square at 1 apiece. Top of the 7th, still tied at 1, Iron Pigs and Clippers. Cody Huff leads it off for Columbus against Mick Abel for the first time as an Iron Pig, pitching into the 7th inning here. He's gone 6 dominant frames, given up just 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks. Struck out 4. First pitch to Huff misses maybe a little outside. Ball 1. Looked pretty good from up here. 1-0 on Huff, 0 for 2 today, a couple of ground outs. The pitch. Huff swings and misses, fastball at 95. Mick still got the juice. Here in the 7th, 1-1. Now 75 pitches. He's trying to go 7 full for the first time in about 2 years. The pitch. Huff gets way under it, launches it in the air, shallow right. Rincones comes in, now a half step back, he's under it, makes the catch. 1 out. Last time Mick went 7 innings was August 23rd, 2023. Just about an hour away, hour and a half. On the road at Harrisburg. He went 7 innings, allowed 1 run. Walked 4, struck out 3. Took him 93 pitches. 1 out, nobody on. Tom Nunez, the catcher, digs in from the left side of the first pitch. A beauty of a breaking ball. Dumped in by Mick on the outside corner, 0-1. Nicholas Padilla warming out in the bullpen for the Pigs. 0-1. Nunez swings and misses. A rare changeup here tonight from Abel. 0-2. On Nunez. Abel delivers home, and Nunez a high fly ball deep down the right field line, poking towards the corner. Rincones over, and it's a foul ball. Landed short of the pole, so not home run distance, and just foul anyways. And a little bit of a scare there for Mick. Count remains 0-2. Cody Bolton is throwing in the Columbus bullpen. Nunez homered last night in the 9th to break up the shutout bid for the Pigs. 4 of his 7 hits are homers. Still 0-2, the pitch. And he rips this one high and deep towards right. Rincones back to the track, looks at the wall, it's off the base of the fence. Nunez around first, he's trying for 2. The throw from Rincones just offline. And Nunez in with a headlong dive. It's a 1-out double. Mick tried to challenge him with a fastball again, went up and out of the zone, and Nunez just went and met it. And Rincones, who's already got an outfield assist this season, threw out a runner against Scranton Wilkes-Barre, trying to turn a single into a double. It was Billy McKinney back during the opening weekend. So Nunez in scoring position, 1 out in the 7th. Ortiz Valdez, the hitter, switch hitter, batting left. Tied at 1. Abel looks back to second. The pitch. Valdez a chopper over towards first on the backhand. Kemp gloves. Abel late to cover, and Valdez will be safe at first. There'll be a base hit for Valdez. Over to third goes Nunez, and that's just a mental miscue for Mick. As soon as that ball leaves the bat, got to be breaking towards first. Mick, he knows better. I'll be the first to tell you that. Whether or not he would beat Valdez in a foot race to first, we'll never know. And looking at the replay, very strangely, Mick initially broke towards first and then stopped. Just a very odd sequence there. And now pitching coach Phil Kandari is going to head out to the mound to chat with Mick. Give Nicholas Padilla a little extra time to warm up out in the bullpen. He's got the bottom of the order here. And I think more than anything, Mick at 81 pitches. He went 93 his last time out, so he's got more than enough ammunition left here. He even went 94 back on the 12th, so he's got about 15 pitches left. but good moment to reset, reevaluate, see, okay, what do we have to do? How do we attack here? The way this outing has gone, I think Mick would have a little bit extra left in the tank that, go for some premium gas. Datcherus has grounded out twice, once to third, once to short. Middle infield, a double play death. Men at the corners, one out, tie game, top of the 7th. Abel sent to the chest. The pitch. Datcherus swings, hits a 3-hopper to short, should be 2. Castro to second, 1. Montigua on to first, in time, that's a double play. 6-4-3, and Mick Abel for the first time as an Iron Pig, 7 complete. He allows just 1 run and gets out of the jam here to end the inning. Time to stretch. We go to the bottom of the 7th. All square at 1 here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. It's a new arm on the mound for Columbus, and his first pitch is down and away. Ball 1, Cody Bolton on the bump for Columbus now replaces Bradley Hanner. Hanner nearly perfect out of the pen, an inning and a third, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. 1-0 on Bro, the pitch. Fastball from Bolton, 92 on the outside corner, 1-1. Guillo Zuniga warming up out in the Pigs bullpen, so it looks like Nicholas Padilla not going to come into this game. 1-1. Bro swings and misses, slider down and away, 1-2. Bro 0 for 1 tonight. He walked in the 4th, grounded out in the 2nd. Pigs trying to put Mick Abel in line for a win, one that he certainly deserves tonight. 7 innings for the first time as a Pig, 7 innings for the first time since 2023. 1-2. Bro off the end of the bat, lifts it out of play. Still a ball, 2 strikes. Bolton making his 4th appearance of the year for the Clippers. 3 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Was claimed or technically traded from Pittsburgh to Cleveland beginning of the month. Had been DFA'd by Pittsburgh on the 5th. The pitch. Slider down and away. 2-2. Or DFA'd by Seattle, pardon me. Originally drafted by Pittsburgh. 6th round pick out of high school. From the stretch is 2-2, and Bro swings and misses. Fastball pumped by him. Every out the Clippers reliever has recorded tonight has been a strikeout. 4 for Hanner, now 1 for Bolton. First pitch home to Cade Fergus. It's a hot smash to third. Tolentino dives for it, deflects by him, and then by a diving Valdez at short and into left for a base hit. Pinball wizard Cade Fergus. Tolentino nearly an unbelievable diving stop. And then Valdez himself had a chance as well. No dice. And Fergus 2 for 3 in his first game as a Pig this season. He was caught stealing back in the 2nd, so I don't think Fergus is going to be running here. Rafael Montigua, 9-hole hitter, comes up. Bolton set the pitch. Right down the middle, the sinker, 0-1. Montigua walked and scored the Pigs' only run back in the 3rd. Pigs' run came on a Kennedy RBI ground out. Tolentino backs up at 3rd now, throw over to 1st, and diving back Fergus. If I'm Montigua, I've seen him drop down some bunts before. Now Tolentino comes in a couple of steps. Still giving him that bunt. I'd take it. Now Tolentino backs up again. 0-1. Slider down and away, 1-1. Tied at 1, bottom of the 7th. Good crowd sticking around to see how this one plays out. Fergus leads the pitch. Montigua lead on it. Slices it into the right field seats. 1-2. 1-2 on Lantigua. Middle infield, a double play depth. Bolton's pitch, and Lantigua lifts it in the air. Foul ground down the right field line. Datra's given chase. Runs out of room by the tarp. Count remains 1-2. TV broadcast was showing a shot of Mick Abel down the dugout, hat kind of cocked skyward, laughing, smiling down on the bench. I think this outing was a huge weight off of his shoulders, and I think really solidifies who he is this season, how good of a pitcher he is and can still be. 1-2 on Lantigua. Bolton offers, and the fastball up and in, and Lantigua lucky he's not 2 inches taller. He's able to hit the deck in time, get out of the way of that one. And after Otto Kemp was hit 4 times yesterday, crowd already a little restless. Gives Bolton a mouthful. Two and two on Lantigua. Fergus leads it first, the go-ahead run. The pitch. Lantigua pops it up. Shallow right, long run Cairo from second. Right fielder Priest coming in, and he calls him off at the last moment as Cairo goes sprinting out of the way. Lantigua retired. 2 gone. Back to the top of the order in Otto Kemp. But just seeing even the way that outing ended, Mick is so stoic out in the mound. He rarely shows any emotion. For him to really let loose with a scream, a fist pump, pounding the glove. Pitch to Kemp. Otto fouls it away down the right field side, 0-1. I think just goes to show how big of a difference it is this year for Mick. Success has a lot to do with that, big factor. Everything's a lot more fun when you're pitching well. But I think what he went through last year, to come out of that on the other side, 0-1, fastball down and away, 1-1, and be ready to come back out this year and do what he's done to begin this season. Unbelievably impressive from the young righty. 1-1 on Kemp. Fergus is running. Kemp swings and misses, and no throw from Nunez. Didn't look like he got a good real grip on it. So a hit and run turns into a swing and stolen base. 1-2 on Kemp. Go ahead run now in scoring position. Pigs still without a hit. Runner in scoring position tonight, 0 for 4. 1-2. Kemp, a line drive the other way. That's into right, a base hit. Here comes Fergus around third. Priest's throw to the plate is late. Kemp on his way to second. The throw, it's late. RBI single, Otto Kemp, and he is down in a heap out at second. Pigs take the lead 2-1, but as he slid into second, I don't know if it was the tag or his leg got caught, but Otto is down at second. On all fours, athletic trainer Andrew Dodson races out to check on Otto. Phenomenal piece of hitting, line drive the other way. Fergus scores, the throw went all the way through to the plate, so Kemp went to go take second. The throw was late, and Otto feet first slide. When he pops up, oh! I laugh, but he got hit right in the jewels on the tag. I think basically he just got, essentially when Valdez was trying to apply the tag, punched Kemp with his glove right on the family jewels. He comes up smiling as only Tank Adamson, the Pigs' illustrious Australian first base coach, can make somebody do after something like that. Thank goodness that is not something more serious for Otto. I feel for him and his wife, but thankfully Otto okay. He'll stay in the game as he's giving the Pigs a 2-1 lead here in the 7th. Talk about a love tap. Whew. So Kemp at second. Justin Crawford now hits. He's 2 for 3. Pigs lead 2-1 in the 7th. And the pitch. Breaking ball outside. Ball 1. 2-1 Pigs, bottom 7. Chance to tack on another now. Bolton set of the belt. The pitch. Crawford fouls it back. Justin with an infield single off of Webb in the first, and then a double down the right field line in the third. Struck out against the reliever Hanner in the fifth. He's got the whole left side of the infield to work with. Tolentino's drawn in, guarding the bunt. And the shortstop Valdez is guarding Kemp out at second. A little ground ball the other way. Bolton's pitch. Crawford trying to shoot it the other way, late, fouled into the seats. 1-2. I'll be honest, when I saw Otto go down out at second, you know, worst case scenario pops into your head, sliding in, did a cleat grab, did a knee twist, an ankle, whatever. And Otto has such a laundry list of injury history. It's a scary moment. 1-2. Down and in. Crawford has to shuffle step out of the way. Dances out of the danger, that breaking ball across his shoe tops. 2-2. Pigs lead by a run, bottom 7. 2-2 pitch. Crawford, a bouncing ball towards short to his right. Valdez gloves, gets rid of it quickly, on target, throw to first. Crawford retired, and the inning over. The new arm on the mound now for the IronPigs. Guillo Zuniga relieves Mick Abel. Mick deservingly departs this game in line for the win. A career day for him. First 7-inning outing in his IronPigs career. 7 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. It only took him 82 pitches. If this start had come in, say, July or August, I think that there's a good shot Mick might have finished this off himself. But 7 stupendous innings for his second quality start of the year. And now it's off to the Pigs bullpen, which has been one of the best in the International League this season, to try to finish this one off. Guillo Zuniga, who, well, he tried to come into the game last night, found out that his name wasn't on the lineup card, so he wasn't allowed to pitch in the 9th. He comes on here for the 8th, making his 7th appearance of the year, has not allowed a run in 6 innings. He's given up just 2 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. 6'5", 230-pound righty out of Cartagena, Colombia. Christian Cairo leads it off. 9-hole hitter for the Clippers. First pitch from Zuniga, working from the stretch and the sweeper. In for strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Cairo is 0 for 2. He's popped to second and also struck out. Oh-1. Slider down and away. Cairo spits on it, 1-1. 4-pitch mix for Zuniga, but really mostly fastball, slider, 4-seam sinker, changeup, slider. That's how it shakes out. The 1-1. Cairo takes, fastball in on the hands, 2-1. Zuniga last pitched on the 17th. 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit. Tail end of a back-to-back, also threw on the 16th, a full inning. 2-1. Misses down and away with a sinker, 3-1. Zuniga signed as a minor league free agent by the Phillies back in December. Broke camp here with the IronPigs, and now Cairo calls time, steps out. Spent last year with the Angels, up and down between Big League Club and AAA Salt Lake. The 3-1 to Cairo, and the fastball's up high. Ball 4. Zuniga walks the leadoff man. Leadoff man on. Cairo, the tying run at first, and Will Brennan, the top of the order. So for 3, he's grounded to third, fly to right, fly to left. Middle infield at double play depth. Cairo, a very strong lead at first. Zuniga, set of the chest. And the pitch. Sinker just down and away, can't get the call, and the catcher, Josh Bro's going to challenge. Pigs are 1 for 1 in their challenges so far tonight. Both teams have hit on both of their challenges. And upon review, just low. Call on the field confirmed, so Pigs lose their first challenge. 1-0 still on Brennan. Cairo's 3 for 5 stealing bases this season. Kemp holds them on. Zuniga set. High leg kick, the pitch. And Brennan takes that sinker on the outside corner, 1-1. Velo ticking up for Zuniga as the outing wears on, now 96. Last fastball. Zuniga can hum it up there. He has hit triple digits before, prior years. Throw over to first, Cairo belly flops back. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Pigs. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Clippers. Columbus has threatened each of the past 2 innings. They had 2 on, 2 out in the 6th, 2 on, 1 out in the 7th. Abel got out of those jams. The pitch, Cairo bluffs from first, and it's a one-hopper right to Lantigua at second, goes to second for 1, Castro to first in time, easy peasy, 4-6-3 double play. Second straight inning, the Clippers have hit into a double play, and if Cairo runs there, he gets them out of that, but he stayed put. And Brennan went down and chased a changeup, little 3/4 swing, almost like he was playing cricket trying to defend the wicket. It's the best way I can describe it. See, half swung and just hit a one-hop laser. It was actually 90 miles an hour off the bat right to Lantigua. First pitch home to Milan Tolentino. This is inside, ball 1. And Lantigua, too easy, just square up to second, feed Castro. Start the twin killing. 2 outs, nobody on for Tolentino, 0 for 2 tonight. Walked back in the 6th. Zuniga kicks the leg in the pitch. Perfect backdoor slider on the outside corner. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Tolentino takes, splitter down and in. 2-1. Should Zuniga wrap up the 8th here with the Pigs still up by a run, put pretty good money, probably Max Lazar to come on for the 9th. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Zuniga really working the splitter here in the at-bat. Gets Tolentino to chase down and away. 2-2. Southpaw warming up out in the Clippers bullpen. Looks like Bolton will be done just the 7th. 2-1 Pigs in the 8th. Otto Kemp an RBI single to give them the lead last half inning. 2-2 to Milan Tolentino. Here it is, and he swings and misses. Zuniga back to the splitter, strikes out Tolentino, and he faces the minimum here in the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, Iron Pigs looking to add on. They lead the Clippers 2-1. Sam Jelinek with you from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Jandal Farms is a proud sponsor of Iron Pigs baseball. Spanning 5 decades, the Jandal Turkey has remained the gold standard for dependable quality, flavor, and value. Find Jandal Turkey products at your local grocer today. Here in the last of the 8th, new arm in the mound for the Clippers, it's Parker Mashinsky. Takes over for Cody Bolton. Right now, his name attached to the loss. Bolton, 1 inning, 1 run, 2 hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. Mashinsky, southpaw, deals home to Buddy Kennedy, trying to extend his hitting streak in the first pitch cutter. Up and away, ball 1. Mashinsky 1-1 with Columbus this year with a 5.40 ERA. He's appearing in his 7th game of the year already. Kicks and deals. Kennedy, bleeder the other way, chasing Priest back. Now he comes in, and he makes the catch. Slice the other way, Buddy a little jammed. And Priest able to collect, and it looks like Buddy's hitting streak's going to end at 9. One out, nobody on for Gabriel Rincones Jr., 0 for 3. Flied out, struck out a couple of times. Mashinsky, 6 2/3 innings, has struck out 9 and walked 9. First pitch breaking ball to Rincones, up and in, ball 1. Wyszynski last threw on the 19th against Louisville, inning in a third, 1 run on 2 hits, a walk, strikeout. Pitch to Rincones, in for a strike, and Rincones wants to challenge that. Pigs are down to their last challenge. Rincones has been pretty good about challenging, winning those challenges. And upon review, he got this one right. Call on the field overturned. 2-0 on Rincones. Rincones facing off against a lefty again here. Third plate appearance tonight against Southpaw. 2-0 pitch. Rincones a bouncer the other way, foul, and oh, nice kick save again by Anthony Contreras. I don't know how he's doing it. Second tonight. Second career somewhere as a goalie. 2-1 on Rincones, 1 out, bases empty. Wyszynski crossfire set in the pitch. Rincones pops it up, a high tone, out of play.
That's the sound of a glass ceiling shattering. Keeps the fences at Sigurd.
2-2 on Rincones. Opens his stance a bit more. A little bit extra squat at the knees. 2-2. And he stays on that breaking pitch and fouls it into the third base seats. Count still level. Infield and outfield play. Rincones to pull the pitch. Fastball inside. Rincones was diving out over the plate a little. Thinking breaking ball. Fastball pushes him back. Full count. Pigs have drawn 4 walks tonight. The pitch, and Rincones stings it on the ground towards second. Sliding stop to his left. Cairo pops up, throws to first, gets Rincones. 2 outs. Tough break for Gabriel there. That's a really good at bat. Worked the 3-2, got a sweeper, hard to the plate, stung it, but Cairo, good glove work out at second. Slides to his left, little 360. Two outs, nobody on for Oscar Mercado. 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch. Mercado takes outside, ball 1. Max Lazar is throwing in the IronPigs bullpen. He's going to have the 9th. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Clippers in the top of the 9th. 1-0 breaking ball down low. Ball 2. Lazar will be looking for his 3rd save. Him, Brett DeGus, Michael Mercado, all with 2. Two-0 to Mercado. He laces it foul over the Pigs dugout. He sends a couple guys off the railing of the dugout, screaming back down, looking for cover. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mercado's not afraid to gear up the hips and turn and burn on a pitch. 2-1, swing and a miss. Curveball sneaks by him. 2-2. Mercado takes his timeout. Pigs and Clippers traded runs in the 2nd and 3rd, and then Otto Kempa, 2-out RBI single in the 7th. Gave the Pigs the lead. Just 9 hits combined for the 2 teams. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Mercado not interested in that. Rodolfo Castro on deck if the inning gets that far. Wyszynski's set, here it comes, and Mercado hooks it high in the air, way foul down the left field side. Yet another deep at bat and counts for Oscar Mercado. He walked in the 6th, already his 4th walk of the series. Him and Otto Kemp each got on base 5 times yesterday. Oscar 2 hits, 3 walks. 3-2. Mercado takes, it's down low, ball 4, and Mercado's Little bat toss gets exponentially bigger again. Clockwork. Another walk for him. He's at first, and Rodolfo Castro hits. And I know I said in the 6th I'd be shocked if Mercado didn't run. Well, I would be floored if he doesn't run this time. 2 outs in the 8th, up by a run, get in scoring position for Rodolfo. Wyszynski set, slide step home, and Castro, well, not going to give him a chance to run. Ground ball to short. Valdez goes the short way to second, forces out Mercado, and the inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left for the Pigs. We go to the 9th. Pigs 3 outs away from a victory. They lead it 2-1 here on the Pigs Radio Network. Top of the 9th, Iron Pigs 3 outs away from a victory, and they put the ball in the hand of Max Lazar to try to close it out. Lazar takes over for Guillo Zuniga, who threw a scoreless 8th. Lazar, it's his 3rd save opportunity of the year. 8 innings so far. He's allowed just 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 of them homers, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. 6'1", 200-pound righty has seen an uptick in his velocity this year. Had been sitting 93, 94 last year. He's sitting more 95, 96 this year. He'll have Rodriguez, Priest, and Huff due up in the 9th. This game dominated by pitching. Mick Abel, 7 innings as an Iron Pig for the first time. In the line for the win. Zuniga, scoreless 8th. Ryan Webb started for Columbus. Cody Bolton right now on the hook for the loss for the Clippers. Jonathan Rodriguez, he's been on base twice, a walk and a single, 1 for 2. Lazar from the full wind, first base side, kicks and deals, and Rodriguez takes. Cutter down and away, ball 1. Pigs do have 1 challenge left. 1-0 on Rodriguez. Breaking ball up out of the zone, ball 2. Lazar last through on the 18th against Gwinnett. Scoreless inning, 2 strikeouts. The pitch. Fastball just up and in. Ball 3, and Max, who has such pristine control, missed on 3 straight here to begin the 9th. 3-0. Rodriguez taking fastball 94 on the inside corner. 3-1. Lazar the turn. He deals. Just up and in with a cutter, ball 4. And did Lazar on the mound ask for a challenge? Yeah, he did. Lazar wants the challenge there, and typically pitchers don't call for it, but Lazar feels awful confident here, and it's a big call. 3-1, either a full count or ball 4, and upon review, it's going to be a strike. Call on the field overturned, and Rodriguez, who hasn't even noticed that Lazar asked for a challenge, standing on first, he's going to come back to the plate there. Lazar wasn't very demonstrative with his challenge. And Rodriguez asking home plate umpire Brian Van Vranken, what in the world just happened there? Rodriguez had already taken off his elbow guard, his shin guard, and gone down to first, so he comes back to the box. He's got both of them off. Doesn't seem to care. And now a full count. Payoff pitch. He rolls over a grounder to short. Castro deep in the hole, gloves it, sets his feet, on target throw, in time. 1 away in the 9th. And a humongous turn of events there. Little nexus point here in the 9th. Instead of ball 4 to Jonathan Rodriguez, it ends up as the first out of the inning here. 1 gone brings up Micah Priest. Tripled and scored the only run for Columbus back in the 2nd. Left-handed hitter, the first pitch. Curveball down the dirt. Ball 1. Priest with 1 homer on the year. Last year with Columbus had 8, 68 games. 1-0. Late on the fastball, fouls it up into the sweet level. Karams back down to the lower bowl. 1-1. One and 1 on Micah Priest. Pigs trying to win their 3rd straight. The pitch. Weak tapper up the first base side. It's foul. 1-2. Columbus trying to avoid their 4th straight loss. 1-2 on Micah Priest. Lazar winds and delivers, and the fastball just off the outside corner. 2-2. 96 off the black. 2-1 Pigs in the ninth. 2-2 pitch. And Priest gets a piece of it, grounds it foul. Iron Pigs trying to track down Jacksonville just to gain back here in the early season standings. Gwinnett and Jacksonville are tied at 2 right now in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt, Priest. Really good take, especially after a couple of fastballs. It's been nothing but curveball and fastball here in the at-bat to Priest. Wonder if Lazar thinks about a cutter. Full count. Second straight hitter here to open the 9th. Pigs lead 2-1. 3-2 pitch. And Priest a sky-scraping pop-up out towards shallow right center. Second baseman Lantigua out. Right fielder Rincones comes in, and he makes the catch. Calls off Lantigua, towering over him to make the catch. 2 gone in the 9th. Great job by Rincones, taking command of that one, because Lantigua, although tracking it, looked a little uneasy. Rincones, a little bit of his curly locks, bouncing as he comes in, lost the cap. So 2 outs, base is empty, and the final hope for the Clippers is Cody Huff. 0 for 3, the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1. Huff is grounded out twice and also flied out to right. Open stance from the right side. Lazar winds and fires. Down and away with a cutter. 1-1. 2-1 Pigs, top of the 9th. Lazar, first base side of the rubber, stares in over his blonde glove. The pitch. And Huff laid on it, shoots it into the seats. Down the right field line. Foul ball, 1-2. And the Clippers down to their final strike. 1-2 on Cody Huff. Lazar trying to wrap this up for Mick Abel in his best start of his Iron Pigs career here. The 1-2 pitch. And Huff just gets a piece of it. Fouled the curveball off his foot. Count remains 1-2. Huff takes his time out. Crowd trying to push Max Lazar over the edge here for a 1-2-3 9. Pigs by a run. 1-2 pitch. And Huff fouls another one off. Late on 95, up and away. It's about to be the 19th pitch here in the 9th for Lazar. 1-2 again, and Huff swings and fouls it off the plate. Off the mid of the catcher Bro, and Huff barely stays alive. A 4th consecutive foul ball, and we'll go to a 7th pitch of this at-bat. That was a cutter just off the plate. Lazar's tried everything here. Fastball, cutter, curveball. 1-2 on Huff. Lazar gets his sign, turns into his wind, the 1-2, and Huff swings and misses. Ball game over as Max Lazar strikes out Cody Huff with a nasty curveball in the dirt.